Welcome back to the Bourne Network's Marble Championship Season 7 for the third event, the Distance Drag, an absolute classic in the Bourne Network's Marble Championship, nowadays a classic in marble sports overall. Hello everybody, I am Spinny, and I am joined once again by Ramen Powder.
It's good to be back here for event 3 of Season 7, and a very interesting opening to events we've had, and a very interesting set of results here. Many of the familiar faces towards the top of the standings. Starlights retook the lead, of course, in the last event. But we take a look at this demo run here. Each marble will go down one of the two ramps there and try to go as far as possible. You want to get as far as possible here. And here in Heat 1, Run 1, you'll have multiple runs per marble and per heat. Windbreakers, Black Markers, Berry Blasters, and the Wayfinders to start things off.
Ooh, bit of a slow start for the Wayfinders there. The Berry Blasters are going to go down there. Already almost going to go to the end of the of the field. And so the Berry Blasters, unless the Windbreakers have something amazing to say here, ooh, they're going to park it right next to the Black Markers. The Berry Blasters going to go the furthest here. And so it's going to be 2 runs per heat. And the better of the 2 runs will be how it is scored overall. So all heats, just 2 runs to try and set the best possible run they can. And that 144.8 from the Berry Blasters is already a very good benchmark. But we have the second run here. Same teams, slightly different lineup to, I don't know, skew the starting gate. Anyway, let's go. Run 2.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see what the different strategies are. You want to go first if you want to avoid getting bumped in front of you, but also if you go last, you can see what the target is. And for the Berry Blasters, they shoot past the Windbreakers and the Black Markers to get into a comfortable second place. I'm not sure if that will beat their Run 1 score. That Run 1 was so good for the Berry Blasters. I think this one won't beat it. But for the Wayfinders, they, I think, certainly will set a new best mark. I think they might be the only ones in this heat. And yes, they are. 146.1. That beats comfortably their Run 1 time. Their Run 1 distance, rather. But the other 3 marbles will not reset their run. So their run from Run 1 will be taken. And now they are done. They will see how they compare to the rest of the heats as we start with heat number 2. And off they go.
True Blue Crew's going to get us started. They're going to park it right in front of the fans on the left. Diving Dolphins, they're going to equal it. Ooh, big hit there from the Ultraviolets on the Diving Dolphins. Can Team Watermelon, they don't do much. That's going to be very even between them all. Let's see, how did that go? Who went farther? Look at that. Whack! Right there. That put the Diving Dolphins, I believe, into the lead after the first run. Yes, it did. Let's have a look at the scores. 134. That is not even close to the benchmark that was set in the first run of the first heat. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, we could be seeing most or all of this heat resetting the mark if they can get closer to that 140 mark where Heat 1 was. But they really need to get a move on here in the second heat. Get it done here. This is the last chance now. And the Diving Dolphins, they go very far. They're joined by Team Watermelon right next to them. True Blue Crew's not going to get very far. And the Ultraviolets will also, I think, come short, just short of that 140 mark. So those 2 marbles aren't going to have a great best run. But for the Diving Dolphins and Team Watermelon, this second run is definitely going to be the one that they choose for their best one for this event. The Diving Dolphins, unsurprisingly, will be the best among these teams. 3rd place for them and 4th for Team Watermelon, while Ultraviolets and True Blue Crew bottom of the table right now.
There's the standings after the first half of runs. All 4 of those teams in that second run of Heat 2 improved, but it was not much, or it didn't give much for the Ultraviolets and True Blue Crew. We go on to Heat 3. Team Clarity, our bronze medalists from the opening event. Foresters, Crossfires, and Iron Skies are defending champions. Let's see how this one goes. Team Clarity elected for their reserve member in this event. There go the Foresters. They're going to be the first ones down. Ooh, solid benchmark from the Foresters. It's not quite going to maybe be 140. And let's look at that. A parking lot down there on the field. The Foresters are going to go furthest here.
Yeah, the other 3 parking at single file. I think the marbles just didn't want to arrest their momentum, didn't want to go laterally and happened to go the same point where Team Clarity did, in front of that line of 3 marbles. Foresters, the only one close to the 140 mark. And for the last place team in the championship, that's promising news for them, but can they improve, and can the other teams improve in the second run? Still, the Heat 1 marbles, setting the benchmark. The Crossfires are going to get close there. Foresters, I don't think they're going to improve. How can Team Clarity and Iron Skies do? Here they come here, and a big bump between the Iron Skies pushes the Crossfires out in front. That's going to be a very competitive score for the Crossfires, especially after that bump here. They already were at the 140 mark, and the Iron Skies also definitely look like they're going to be improving. In fact, I think the Foresters, the only team that won't be improving in this heat, but we'll see how does it compare to that first heat. Crossfires go into second place.
And that hit from the Iron Skies gave the Crossfires a provisional podium. They're going to be thanking them later in the locker room, buying them some chocolates. But here we go, heat number 4, the Honey Badgers, the Starlights, the Flaming Cobras, and Team Horizon here. A very strong heat lineup. The Honey Badgers are going to be the first ones down. Decent benchmark. They're going to get hit by Team Horizon. Flaming Cobras, they're going to pass them both with a little nudge off of Team Horizon. And who's that going to be going furthest? Is that the Starlights? Fantastic run. Last run to go, and it surpasses all of them.
The championship leaders, last ones to go here, really knew that if they got to that center line, a lot of marbles, they're in the way. So they opted for the far side, and they'll get into the lead because of it. 145.4, that's a very competitive score. I believe that is already enough for a medal here, unless these 3 marbles in this heat beats them. So we'll see, what can they do in the second heat? Is there any chance of them improving? Is there any chance for the other marbles to make a comeback here? It also looks better for the other marbles. Oh, a lot of bouncing there for the Flaming Cobras. That's not going to be a very good distance. Same can be said for, I believe that was the Honey Badgers. So not good distances for them. Same for the Starlights. And Team Horizon's also going to come short. I don't know if anyone improved here in the second run. So, Starlights, is that enough from first run to get on the podium? We'll have to see.
That was a hit there from the Starlights on the Flaming Cobras. That pushed them forward a little bit, but none of them breaking 135. Yep, none of them improving, and that is enough for third for the Starlights. That is a podium in all 3 of the first events for the Starlights, and I am sure they are going to hold on to that championship lead. But the Wayfinders in the very first heat are going to claim the gold with a 146.1, and interestingly, Crossfires beating the Starlights on a tiebreaker of their second run, or their slightly worse run. But congratulations to Road of the Wayfinders.
Three medals in the first 3 events for the Starlights. A great way to start things off here in Season 7 after coming so close to the championship in Season 6. 14-point lead for them, ahead of a tight pack leaded by the Black Markers, ahead of the Ultraviolets, Crossfires, and Team Clarity, all on 35 points. Berry Blasters on 33. We're done with the first 3 events. Who's going to catch the Starlights as we head to the next event in balancing?